Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. Recently, some people contacted me to know more about PMP, like what is the new exam pattern, what is the new course content, and what is the cost involved, and how long it might take to get certified, and many more things. So, today I made an attempt to cover all such concerns. So, let's get started. So here today in today's video, let's try to cover why PMP and PMP exam pattern, PMP's new syllabus, what is the eligibility criteria, and what is 35 PDUs professional development units certificate, and ATP authorized training partner, complete journey of PMP. So in this we'll cover all the what are the different phases covered from your concept mental thought till the PMP gets certified. In the complete journey we'll discuss, and also above all what is my value addition if you get subscribed to my training. So why usually we take up any new certification? So there might be some reasons. So I listed out some of the reasons for getting PMP certified. So first of all, stand out from the crowd, better job opportunities, handle challenging projects, more weight to your resume, globally recognized resignation certification, increase salary potential, upgrades your leadership skills, and also above all personal accomplishment. So usually according to my knowledge, PMP is globally certified, and if you do done with this certification across the globe, USA, Brazil, Poland, South Africa, and India, this one survey says that there is a salary hike of 25% hike in USA if you are PMP certified. In Brazil it will be 25% plus, and in South Africa it will be up to plus 58% hike, salary hike. So this is the trend in globally. It's one renowned survey shows all of that. And why only PMP? Is there any other certification similar to that? Yes, there is a certification called Prince 2, which is similar to PMP, but whereas PMP has got many other features and skill sets which stands out of other certifications. So exclusively I try to highlight a few of the credentials here. It is a ANSI accredited PMP certification, and also it is ISO 9001 certified, and PMP certified professionals are available in 214 countries, and it is in 16 languages including English, Arabic, and Chinese, etc. Above all, research indicates that 2.2 million new project professionals are required through 2027. Means there is a huge requirement for PMP certified people across the globe. So before going further, I would like to clarify, many of the people also have the concern that whether this PMP certification only for project construction people, but I say not just that. Before that, I would like to tell you what exactly project means. A project means which is anything which has got any effort which has got a unique start and unique finish, and it has a unique output. For example, if you want to construct a building or an airport or an industrial plant, or an expansion of an existing plant, or else a modification within the plant, or any equipment replacements or overhauling of a huge equipment, for all these things they will start at some point in time, and it might take 5 days, 10 days, few months, or few years, and at the end you will get the output, some output, unique output, as in an airport or a building or a road or an plant may get constructed, or else an equipment get replaced with new equipment. So all these are unique in nature, and it takes some time to do it, and also it takes some cost involved, resources are involved, it takes some time, many stakeholders involved, a lot of communication involved, so a lot of risks involved, many changes will involve. So to handle all these dynamics, so we need to equip with enough skills and knowledge to handle all such things in an efficient manner. So the PMP provides all such skills and knowledge to effectively handle any such kind of projects. So coming back to exam pattern, earlier PMP, this is the old PMP, like for example number of questions. Earlier PMP has got 200 questions were there. Now latest PMP has limited to 180 questions, so there is a reduction of 20 questions. And the duration, earlier exam duration was 240 minutes, now they reduced to 230 minutes, so 10 minutes less reduction. there were number of breaks during the exam itself. They give a break, scheduled breaks. Earlier only in the old PMP exam there used to be one break in between, but whereas in the new PMP they allowed to have two breaks in between, each of 10 minutes each at two different timings. And number of preset questions, it means in old PMP there was 25 and new PMP it is 5. It means preset questions means total PMP questions were 200, but whereas 25 preset questions means the rating and ranking will be calculated for 175 only. This remaining 25 are test questions. Whether you made it right or wrong, it doesn't impact at all. And here, whereas in the new PMP, out of 180 questions, 5 are test questions. So by PMP, every time they introduce new questions to really test the understanding of project management concepts only. So whether these 175 only, they'll consider as a final. Remaining 5, whether you make it right or wrong, it doesn't impact your final score. So types of questions. So earlier only multiple choice questions were there, but whereas now they introduced multiple choice questions, multiple responses, matching, hotspot, and fill in the blanks also. So this is very rare in case, but still there is a possibility that they might ask to write something. It means fill the blank. So this is the old and new PMP. But and also most important thing is earlier PMP pattern was only we need to go to any physical center and we must give the exam, but whereas now the PMP exams are allowed, either you can take online or offline. Either there are offline means there are some in every city there are one institutes, recognized institutes are there. We can go there and sit there and we can give the exam, or else you can take this exam at home or an office or any other place where you have good internet connectivity and disturbance free, etc. So we have two options now, either you can choose a exam center or else online at home. Coming back to new syllabus, in the earlier PMP exams, syllabus was focused only on initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, control, and closing. Only 5 processes they were focused. All exam questions, 200 questions were focusing on these only. But whereas new syllabus divided the whole, instead of initial planning, executing, monitoring, control, and closing, they reorganized into process, people, process, and business environment. So people means the one who who takes up the project. People means here directly or indirectly involved. So process means these are the process systems which drives the people, and business environment, which is something which connects the organization strategy and projects. So this is also very essential. So they gave highest importance to the process. 50% questions will be related to process, 42% questions related to people, and 8% of questions related to business environment. So as I said, the new syllabus, earlier old PMP syllabus was only of predictive type. Projects were of predictive type, means the scope was clear before starting the project. For example, if you want to construct a building or an industrial plant, you know that 200 megawatts of power plant we are going to construct. We know that, and one software, we need to build this software. Things were clear. But whereas due to the global changes and advancement and customers' dynamic requirements, the PMP is introduced predictive, agile, and hybrid. The 3 types of projects. Either a project could be predictive, means the scope is clear and known. Agile means it is quite dynamic, means as we are progressing in the project, the new scopes, new changes can come, but we are ready to accept them. Right, let it come, we'll modify our new scope and deliver just finally to satisfy the customer. And hybrid means combination of predictive and agile, means the scope is clear. For example, if one project up to some extent the scope is clear, after that we are not sure, the scopes might change. So in that hybrid nature means some portion of the project we know the scope, and the remaining portion of the project we don't know the scope, it might change a lot. So but still we are ready to take up that project. So this we call that hybrid. So earlier predictive, now predictive, agile, and hybrid. So this is what the new syllabus says. So since conventionally people were all comfortable with predictive projects of predictive nature, But since they added agile and hybrid recent syllabus, so many people have got more concern about agile and hybrid. So I took few critical concepts of hybrid agile. So predictive methodology means scope fixed and it will become costly for any change. As we told, the scope is, we know, for example, we are going to construct a building or we are going to construct a plant, etc. Agile means embrace changes, means new changes are quite expected, and so that we must be flexible. So project teams have used agile techniques and approaches in various forms at least several decades. It doesn't mean that agile, even though the PMP introduced agile recently, but agile concepts have been used for decades, but PMP introduced recently. And because just the reason is exponential advance in technology, because technologies are keep updating, so we need to cope up with the advanced technologies. Our demand in customers, demands from customers for more immediate delivery of values, because if, for example, if the project lasts for few years, the customer might ask for many modifications. If you say no, earlier the scope was frozen, we cannot change, then customer may not be happy. So customers requirements are also keep changing, so to satisfy them we need to change, so agile is required. Highest priority is customer satisfaction. Above all, if customer demands, if we fulfill, he'll be happy. If happy means we may get better business and reputation will go up and all. If you don't accept such changes, what happens, the situation like Nokia, Kodak and BlackBerry, these are the renowned premier institutes, enterprises. They were very prominent during the earlier, but not now, not existing nowadays. The reason is they were stick to their policies, and they are not updated to the technology, etc. So that is why they are no more. So that is why agile as becoming prominent, and that's why PMP added that to its syllabus. Coming to eligibility criteria and certification, etc. Simply I can tell, if you are graduate, you need 3 years of experience, and if you are a postgraduate diploma, PGs and PMI authorized other certifications, then you need only 2 years of certification after graduation or post graduation. So most likely we might fall into this category. After graduation you need 3 years of experience, 3 years of project management experience. So, and in addition to this professional experience, we must have to have this 35 hours of theoretical PDUs, professional development units, means 35 hours of theoretical education is required. So that is why we are here to provide to fulfill this 35 hours of training for you all. So PMP journey, for example, you are ready, you made up your mind to give you are at this stage, you are almost decided to made up your mind to give the PMP exam. So okay, then you need to undergo 35 PDU training, like 35 hours of contract classes, which will help you with that process. So I'll explain you later how we are going to you will be offering you this 35 hours of lecture. And after that, once you are done with 35 hours of training, and you need to prepare self preparation, and we will help you with that. After that we need to fill the application. This has got 90 days, they will give 90 days for filling the application. And once you submit your application, actually they might conduct every time they conduct some auditing. Auditing means it's a PMP is a global certification, and applicants across the globe apply for this. For example, there will be 1000 applications, for example 1 lakh applications are there, so maybe 2 to 5% of random applications will be chosen for auditing. For example, maybe 5%, means maybe 5 to 50 applications they will finalize as for auditing, and they will contact them to submit few documents. Otherwise its application submission is completely online, so they don't ask for any proofs. But whereas if your application falls into that auditing lottery, then they'll ask for all the some of the documents with some proofs and signatures, etc. Then you need to courier these documents physically to the USA office. So I will help you with that. If your application falls into that auditing process, I'll help you with that. And for example, if you want to cancel within the 30 days, and you'll lose $70. I'll tell you the what is the course fees and all. If your application, if you don't reschedule, cancel your exam, okay, or all right, you booked your exam and before 30 days you want to cancel the exam, so then it will be $70, you lose it. And if you want to cancel within the 48 hours, 2 days, means complete your application money will be lost. You need to reapply by paying full amount. And application review, they'll take 5 days and they'll email you, in the email you that your application is approved or rejected. In many cases they'll reject applications also, because if we don't fill properly, they'll reject it. Then you need to correct it and resubmit again. So I'll help you with that application filling process also. Then after that, auditing process, if you fall into that auditing process, we'll help you with that. You need to courier the documents, physical documents, to the USA office. And after that you need to give exam, and it is online or center based. It's valid for 1 year from the date of application. You can take 3 times in a year, means for example you can give 3 times maximum in a year. For example, you gave now, for example, by mistake, if you failed second time, if you failed third time, you can give only 3 possibilities are the options will be given to us. If you fail in all 3 attempts, then you'll need to wait for 1 year from the last time you gave the exam. So for example, if it is not usually, it rarely happens. For example, if someone fails in all the 3 attempts, next 1 year they cannot give any exam. So after that again they need to reapply and all that. So once you pass the exam, they immediately after that exam 180 questions, so they will display as congratulations, you are PMP certified. And within 1 or 2 days you will be digitally, they'll mail you the PMP certificate. And a renewal certificate, once you are PMP certified, you'll get a certificate, and that is valid for only 3 years. So every 3 years you need to renew it. So there are many conditions I have mentioned here, how you need to renew. I'll help you with the renewal process also. You don't need to give an exam, but there is a fees of $60 you need to pay. 60 hours of contract classes you need to have, and there is a fees for renewing this every 3 years. That we'll explain in the coming slides. So let's talk about what is the cost involved in PMP certification. Many people ask me for the costing. So first of all, it is good to have membership fees. So it is not a mandatory, but if you are a member of PMI, by paying $139 and later on $129 each every year, this membership is yearly basis, and you need to pay this. Everything is in US dollars, by the way. And $139 you need to pay in the first year. Then you can give the examination fees is $405, right? So the purpose of membership fees is you will be allowed to download a lot of information, books from the PMI. You can attend free webinars, and you will be having a discounted prices for some online classes, etc. That's why it is good to have membership. So if you have membership, one more advantage is your exam fees also will be less. Now if you are a member, then it is $405. If you are not a member, it will be close to $500. So it is good to have take membership, get member of PMI. I'll help you with that, how to do it. Then after that, $405 for exam fees, application fees. Once you are passed, as I told you, every year 1, year 2, year 3, you need to renewal fees is $60. Once it is valid for first 3 years, no need to renew. Once you are certified here, this you don't need to pay. Next 33 years onwards, you need to pay $60 each. So this will continuous. So every 3 years, $60 you need to pay for renewal. And by chance, if you miss the first exam attempt by paying $405, for second exam in the same year you need to pay $275. Again, by chance, if anyone fails in the second attempt also, third attempt re-exam, $275 they need to pay. If someone, it happens very rarely, but anyone fails even in third attempt, then they cannot give the exam for next 1 year. After that, again they need to, the process starts again. So after knowing all of this, what is my value proposition here? So once you subscribe to my trainings, then you will be provided with all the recorded or live lectures and certification for all the 35 hours of recorded videos or live lectures we will provide you. And also at the end you will be given with 35 PDUs certificate. Means it certifies that you have attended 35, you have got acquired 35 hours of theoretical knowledge. So this is very essential, which is mandatory in fact before applying in a PMP application. It is required, you need to produce the certificate. And also we will provide you the additional material which makes your concept clear, and also we'll have a live question and answer sessions, guidance on the exam application process, and help during the auditing process. If you are while applying once you submit the application, if your application falls in the auditing, as I told you, 2 to 5% of the applications will be chosen for auditing purpose, whether the documents are correct or not. If your application falls into this auditing process, you need to courier all such documents to USA office. Physically you need to courier. So I'll help you with the whole process. Coming back to this, how I'm going to deliver the lectures. So I divided the whole syllabus into 5 lessons: lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Creating a high performing team, starting the project, doing the work, keeping the team on track, keeping the business in mind. So I divided the whole PM book 7 into these 5 lessons. So we'll see how we are going to take up further. So as I told you, 35 hours of contact classes we need, theoretical classes, as I shown before. Lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Creating high performance team, starting the project, doing the work, keeping the team on track, keeping the business in mind. So these are the major lessons, and under that these are all the subtopics we have got. And here I estimated for each topic how much time it might take. I estimated, and we'll make recorded videos based on each topic and this much duration, and we will upload in our database. Once you subscribe to our learning platform, then you'll be provided with the ID and password. You can access our complete content, recorded content, live sessions, and other documents. So all the lessons, if you see, we have developed 5 different folders for all the 5 lessons, and each lesson sample I have shown here. Some presentations are there, some sample questions are there, some checklists are there. Okay, and if you see, every lesson has got one a main presentation. So for example, for lesson 1, I have made a presentation of 112 slides which covers all these subtopics. For example, I have shown here, for each lesson 1 has got 7 subtopics. Here you can see, for the lesson 1, all the 7 subtopics are covered in this 112 slides. And this, to explain this 112 slides, it might take 10 hours. Means I might make 10 hours of recorded videos, lesson by subtopic by subtopic. So this, all the complete data we will save in our database. So once you subscribe to us, we will share you these PPTs, presentations, the videos, and these different extra materials and sample questions. And also once you subscribe to us, we have a master WhatsApp group wherein all the participants will keep they are allowed to discuss all the questions, concerns, anything. So you can interact internally, and I'll be monitoring, administering the WhatsApp group. So if you have any unanswered questions, I will answer them. And if you and also we can have live question and answer sessions. Even the WhatsApp, if things are not clear, periodically we can have live question and answer sessions, like weekly, once or twice, wherein we can discuss we can make your concepts more clear, or answer unanswered questions. We can do that. So that's all from my side, and you can contact me on this WhatsApp number for more details. Thank you all. Bye. Take care.